All right. I'm looking forward to this for a while. Let me do my usual audio test, make sure everything is working. It is great. So we're going to be starting our 100% playthrough of Assassin's Creed Liberation Remastered as a part of the Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered collection. Now, this will be a full blind 100% playthrough. I have never played this game before. I have no idea what to expect in regards to the story. I know absolutely nothing about this beyond the fact that apparently disguises will come into play, and that this game is a center of a bunch of mixed reviews among the community. Some people really like this game, some people really hate it. I am going to go in here completely unbiased, and I'll formulate my own opinion as I play. While we are getting into this, I'm going to first state that I'm going to treat this like I treated my Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered playthrough. Where as soon as I get access to the open world, I will be doing everything and anything I could possibly do right at the beginning. I will be doing all of the viewpoints and all the collectibles that I can get at the very beginning before I go in and work on the story once more. Now, there are a series of many different collectibles, such as like diary fragments, alligator eggs, like that kind of stuff. And I will be getting every single one of them. There's also these optional things called Citizen E, where if you kill all of the Citizen E, you unlock the true ending of this game. I will, of course, be going for that. Just going ahead and making sure that I make some adjustments. Because it's just an Ubisoft game, they do have some copyright music playing in the mission, so I'm turning music down to 0 to fix that. And before we get started, let's take a look at the achievements that we have left. We have about 60, 70, 30 achievements left to get. And these are the achievements I will be working on. The earliest opportunity that I will have, the earliest opportunity I have to get these achievements, I will be going for it. Something else I will say is, as soon as I get a new equipment like the sugarcane machete, I will immediately be trying to go for these achievements. There are a bunch of equipment related things, and I will be getting every single one of them. Now, since I have never played this game before, I have no idea what to expect in regards to the 100% requirement, so I am using a guide. Now, I should point out that this guide does not give me spoilers for the story. It just gives me tips on how to complete the optional objectives. Like, it doesn't say, oh, after you kill so-and-so, you do this. It just says, like, say, avoid killing anyone. After you kill so-and-so, press circle to do this, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't spoil, like, any events with the story. It only gives advice on how to complete the optional objectives. So let's get started. We are going to label this as 100 because I will be getting 100%. I should mention that until memory 5, we will not have any memory mission constraints. This appears to be another glitch. So this seems to be the precursor to Assassin's Creed 4, where they use history as entertainment purposes.
C'est le désir des hommes qui fait tourner le monde. Toutes les filles intelligentes le savent et savent en tirer 12 ans pour travailler.
That's a chicken. Great. Start, I guess. This is not what I expected for the first mission, I will say. It kind of gives me a little bit of the introduction mission with Dorian and Assassin's Creed Unity. With the sense that you start off just running around chasing Elise, I think is her name is.
Perfect for plantation work, monsieur. Look at this one. Hard-working, strong, healthy too. I told you to keep your place, Congo. As I was saying, monsieur, this one is strong as an ox. It's in good health, and all, not counting the missing toes.
Maman?
Okay. Something tells me this will not be our mom. It's a really interesting game so far.
Maman!
I will say the movement feels a bit sluggish.
Maman! Pardon, madame.
You there! Bantling pest! I'll have you arrested!
Okay, we're getting right back into the combat. Oh, I like this a lot. Okay.
Aveline? Ma chérie, you were shouting again. Was it the nightmare?
Oui. Only a dream. I'm sorry to have woken you.
Shh, ma chérie, shh. Never apologize. A mother worries, even a stepmother.
Thank you, Madeleine.
So I noticed, I don't know if she is...
Maman, do you worry too? Did you forget me? Or are you gone?
Is she Spanish or is she African? That's why I can't tell.
In any case, the night has better uses than sleep.
I think she's supposed to be Spanish, but I'm not sure. That was a very short and brief mission. Before we do this... we don't yet have access. We're still in the main mission, so I'll hold off on doing open world stuff.
We have uncovered news of a plantation from which slaves are vanishing. The owners reported their escape, but our network can find no trace of them. If you don your slave guise, perhaps you can investigate this mystery from within.
Slave
A
guys.
dressing chamber has been prepared for you in a strategic location. From the top of the cathedral, you will see it.
Slave guys, that's interesting. I will say, so far I'm enjoying this game. I'm not really seeing. I don't really see the criticism, the problems that people have with this just yet. The only thing that I don't like is it just feels like the Aveline. I think that's what your name is. Aveline seems to be the slowest assassin. That may be just me. Really kind of curious to see where this story goes from here. Hey, what's this? Oh, it's a dressing chamber. Oh. I will say, I think this may be the first side game of Assassin's Creed that I've ever played. I don't think this constitutes as a DLC for Assassin's Creed 3. I think it is a side game. Well, I guess the Chronicles series. I did play a little bit of Assassin's Creed Chronicles China. I guess that could be considered a side game, but... we are still... okay, we actually have the open world now. Because I can see the viewpoints. Let's actually go around. We will try and get the chest out of the way and all the viewpoints done. I guess we need to synchronize here as well. I will say the viewpoints are like the best part of any Assassin's Creed game in my opinion. It might be a biased opinion, but it's still like really fun and entertaining to me. It looks like we have a tailor shop. We'll check that out a bit later. Oh. It looks like seeing how there's a guard aware of me. I think we're just a stage above Notorious, so... okay, that's interesting. Okay, that was awkward, I will say. Money, 750. What is that currency? I don't know what that icon is. Usually I'm kind of configure. Usually it gives you some indication what the currency is, because there are some games where it just blatantly tells you, like Assassin's Creed 2. I know the currency is foreigns. I don't really know what that icon is. Well, it's kind of. I think it's a lambda. No, it's not lambda. It's something else. I was gonna say, almost kind of reminds me of the lambda symbol. We have 11. So we have some more things. This dressing chamber. I will say this map seems. I wonder if there's gonna be more areas. This map doesn't really seem that big.
Qu'est-ce qui vous prend?
Okay, I will say the movement is kind of awkward. And thank God water isn't a hazard like in Assassin's Creed 1. Although it hasn't really been a hazard since, so I don't know why it would be. Oh, it's up there. Okay. Trying to climb up this and I'm having issues. That's where it's shimming around. There we go. I will say this game looks beautiful. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab this chest on the other side of this dock. This game just, it looks real, it honestly, to me, it looks a little bit better than how Assassin's Creed 3 was presented in this collection. And maybe just me. Because the animation looks really nice. Well, as soon as I get all the viewpoints and all the chests, I will be moving on with the story. But I just wanted to go ahead and sorry about that. I just wanted to go ahead and just get some of the collectibles out of the way. Because there will come points when I will need money. And to buy stuff like ships and wardrobe. So it would be kind of helpful to get some money early on. But it's not every Assassin's Creed game actually gives you a location of ships on the of a chest on the map. So it's kind of nice to get it while I have it available. There's an achievement for unlocking all of the there's an achievement for unlocking all of the, God, I lost my train of thought. The dressing chambers. I'm not going to be getting that just yet, but I will be getting it soon. I'm not sure how much these dressing chambers are, but I'm going to try to save my money until I get something that I actually need. Something I will say, for anyone who is familiar with my content, you will know that I'm a huge fan of the anime slash manga series One Piece. I have just watched the latest episodes, and my freaking god, did Toei do a good job with the most recent episode. Honestly, the thing I've been looking forward to the most is what fans have referred to as Roof Piece, which is the climactic battle against a big boss that actually takes multiple different fights. I mean, the boss of this arc, the main antagonist, Kaido, is just an absolute beast who went from battle to battle to battle, and he still hasn't gone down. And I am very happy that it seems like that Toei is actually kind of animated one of the scenes I was looking forward to the most, and they handle it so well, even better than the manga, in my opinion. Oh my god, is it a good day to be a One Piece fan? I mean, it's just incredible to me. They basically, they had a lot of filler in the episode, but it was actually good filler for once. It's not like just random changes made just to lengthen the episode. It's actually stuff that actually contributes to the story, which I appreciate. And oh my god, am I impressed with this, with how they handle it. Something else I forgot to mention, I stated in my tweet when I was announcing this live stream. I stated that I was going to be streaming from 1 p.m. to 4. That is actually going to change to 1 p.m. to 3. Simply because of the fact that I have an essay due today that requires the use of sources, scholarly sources. Or not today, not essay due today, it's essay due tomorrow. And I also have a couple other assignments due tomorrow, so I'm probably going to be... Sorry. I'm probably going to be spending from 3 p.m. to whenever I wrap things up to be looking for sources to use in my essay. And once I have my sources, once I have the things that I need, it should maybe take me an hour, maybe 2 to get things done. But I can barely even see that. But it will... I still need to find sources that I could use and then implement them later. And right now I have not looked into sources at all. So for that wow, that haystack actually a little bit detailed. For that reason, I'm gonna be in the live stream early. And just so that I can work on these assignments. Where is the entrance to this place? I guess we are climbing up. I saw a ladder in there, so I thought I was supposed to climb a ladder. Maybe this is for later? Maybe it's just decorative? Five of 11. Was it? Oh, New Orleans 1765. I misread that as something else. There we go. 1,500. I noticed that there's not any, I'm not getting like any material, so it makes me think that there's no crafting function in this game like in other games. So I guess that's interesting. I think we've had like a crafting function since as early as Assassin's Creed 2. I notice I can actually fall from a decent height and not get hurt. That's also kind of interesting to me.
Really?
Something I will say is I also noticed that there's a database in this game, and there wasn't a database in when I covered the Tyranny of King Washington DLC. So at the end of this playthrough, once I get down to percent, I will be making a bonus video where I'll be showing off the, for YouTube only. I'll be showing off the, I can't think. Well, I'll be showing off all of the database entries. Grab this chest. I'm starting to get a little bit irritated at the fact that it keeps on giving me things for tutorials. I know how to do a leap of faith at this point, so you don't need to keep popping it up. Also, in scouting ahead on this category, this game on Twitch, I may be the only person streaming this game at this time, and I'm perfectly okay with that. Again, I'm not streaming these games just to gain popularity. I'm streaming them really for my own benefits, because it's really the best possible way for me to work on games that I've otherwise abandoned. But it does kind of help to have some people that are actively watching and giving me support. At the same time, I'm not really doing this to become famous, as I said before. But when I was looking into this category, thing is, either said like 8,000 people have followed this category or 4,000, and there's only one person that I saw that was streaming this. I don't know if they still are. And there was actually two different Assassin's Creed Liberation. One of the ones I looked at was just Liberation HD, and the one I'm streaming of is Liberation. I lost my train of thought. Liberation Remastered. But the one that on Liberation HD, I saw there was a Russian player playing Assassin's Creed 3 in the Liberation category, so I thought that was kind of funny. When I was looking at his thing, I think I saw like a cutscene from early on in the story of Assassin's Creed 3, so just to know I'm not the only one that did kind of make that mistake. When I first started streaming, I often forgot to change my categories, which kind of led. Let me actually go a little bit further down. Actually, I'll do that later. I found myself accidentally streaming in the wrong categories, which, like, a case in point when I was streaming is that. What's a smuggler? Case in point when I was streaming Assassin's Creed 3. Oh, it's a general store, okay. No, Assassin's Creed 3. When I was streaming, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, I was streaming under the category of Borderlands 3. And I was wondering, like, why I was getting so many viewers, and it's because people, on the Borderlands 3 category wanted to see Borderlands 3, wondering why some idiots was streaming Assassin's Creed in the wrong category. I didn't even know that I was streaming in the wrong category until I, actually looked at my stream. But I thought I was, having, like, a really good day. But, yeah, it does happen. Streamers do make mistakes. Let's, back up. We'll grab this treasure, and then we'll grab this one. Or we, head a little bit further east. I have the hiccups once again.
Attention!
Really, these missions seem to be a bit brief. I'm sure they'll get a little bit more complicated later on. But so far, I've been having a good time with this this game. We are 30 minutes into the live stream. I'm going to be ending this live stream in another hour and 30 minutes, so keep that in mind. I will at least have all the chests picked up and all of the viewpoints synchronized. I think there's actually an achievement for synchronizing all the viewpoints, so if this game does in fact take place only in this area, then we will be getting that achievement, but I suspect there may be another area aside from this. $16,500. Oh, something I should mention. I stated before that it's very possible that I stream Overwatch 1 in anticipation for Overwatch 2. When I cover any multiplayer games, any solely multiplayer games, even though it may be rare, keep in mind that I will not be having that as a dedicated 100% playthrough like I have for pretty much every other game I cover on my channel. And for that reason, I'm actually going to be trying to stream this game during the week when we're trying to stream this game during the week rather than the weekend, because I'm going to try and like restrict my story-based games for the weekend, and where I'll actually be going for 100% completion and just do everything else non-100% during the week. But if I do stream Overwatch, it will probably be in like 5 or 6 weeks when summer happens for my college. It will not be any time in the immediate future. And I still haven't completely decided if I am going to do that, so it's 100% possible that it may actually not cover Overwatch, but is something I am thinking about doing. And it's just mainly to get me more familiar with the game, with the characters, before I move into Overwatch 2, and Because that game I would definitely be streaming. Especially since it's rumored that it may have a battle pass, and anyone's unfamiliar, if anyone's familiar with my channel, you know I absolutely hate battle pass, and I mentioned so many times that I liked Destiny 2 until they introduced the battle pass system, and normally on its own I wouldn't really have a problem with it, but the very fact that they continue to expand on the story, as well as giving some new content, like materials and money and that kind of stuff, it makes the game just less enjoyable to me when I have to worry about essentially missing out on things of the story. Is there a way to leave this place? But I essentially have to miss out on various parts of the story that it expands upon. And as someone who just is deeply fascinated with the story, it's just like a deal breaker for me. But if they handle it like the same as Halo Infinite, I'll say, then I'll be more willing to be accepting to that. Oh, over here, I'll be more willing to accept that. But it's just right now, I honestly don't know what to think about Battle Pass and Overwatch. Again, that they handle it like Halo Infinite, where you can work on the first pass infinitely for as long as you want, and then when you're done, you can switch to a new one. I honestly wouldn't mind that as much, but if they make it so that you actually lose progress on content, then I would have more of a problem with that. Or lose your chance to unlock content. This is like a plantation house. Yep, plantation. Oh, what? I was climbing the flower pots? Okay. Was not expecting that. That I can't tell. It makes it kind of hard to tell. I know there's 2 viewpoints here. I can't tell if there's any viewpoints in this area. I don't see any. That may be good. And I can't fast travel to these viewpoints. That's not until Assassin's Creed 4 when you're able to do that. That kind of sucks. Hey, what are these sword icons? Oh wow, that actually looks really beautiful. Now, is there a medicine mechanic, or my health recharge? It recharges slowly. Okay. I'm actually kind of glad they didn't go back to the medicine route of Assassin's Creed, the Ezio era, I guess I'll say. Because that's one thing that I didn't really care for too much. I mean, I'll force you to play like strategically, but I did kind of prefer the games where your health recharges over time.
Regardez où vous allez? They will catch the murderer. Regardez où vous allez?
Elle a dû boire quelques verres de trop.
So far I'm just been enjoying the environment of this game. This game is just beautiful. And I know that the game will only the graphics will only get better as soon as I tackle Assassin's Creed 4, but this game still looks stunning. Mobility is still a bit awkward. I can barely see the stupid viewpoints. Oh wow, that was not a jump I was expecting. Nine out of 11. I'm missing 2. So here's 1, and here's the other. Okay. I see you.
Êtes-vous une sorte d'ange?
I think they're the people of New Orleans are speaking French. That's kind of interesting. So maybe this currency is a French currency? I was unaware that New Orleans was had heavy occupation of the French, but apparently they do. Now I know this is a game, but usually Assassin's Creed is usually fairly somewhat historically accurate for time periods they focus on. This is why I'm saying that. That being said, it could also be possible that they're just completely wrong and about the native speakers of this area, but I don't know. I'm not a historian, I'm only a gamer. Ursuline Convent? Ursuline is bear, isn't it? Is that like a name for a bear? I know the Ursa Minor constellation is essentially based off of a bear. God, that was such a janky jump. Thank God for homing. I guess we should probably check something. Oh, I'm still in a mission, so I can't check my DNA sequence. Okay, let's grab this chest and we'll move on. Okay, the movement is so janky. Jeez.
You there! Halt!
3,000, not bad. Let's grab this chest and then we will. What are these? Canoes. Why would I use canoes? Guess there may be some seafaring missions or something. I don't know.
Ton tailleur est un criminel.
I think it might be at the top. I'm trying to find that chest. There we go. Level down 11. There's not an achievement for that? I need to check something. Hold on. Yeah, there is. Maybe there is more than one area. Or maybe it's just delayed. In any case, we are almost done with collectibles. Just need to grab this chest. We will be, as soon as we grab this chest, we will be, doing the story.
Get back!
31,000. Oh, I guess we still have a few more treasures to get. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. But we're just about done. You don't see me. Last thing I want is to be shot at when I'm just like a easy target in the water. $3,000. Grab this chest. My god. You seriously can't climb up that. Okay, we are almost done here. We have about an hour left to play. Okay, thankfully we haven't really gone into combat that much. We got alerted, well we didn't really get alerted, but we got detected a few times, but we have not really gone into a full brawl. Okay, as soon as we grab these two chests, back to the main story. There's one more. I'm actually kind of a little bit disappointed because in the older Assassin's Creed games there was some funny dialogue whenever you do some platforming. Where, like in Assassin's Creed 1, even though I did kind of get a little bit annoyed after a while. But, some of the NPCs would actually comment on how you're just platforming around. Like, one thing that I just often get so annoyed with is when Friends of William says he should stop acting like a child whenever Altair comes around. But one thing that I absolutely love was in Ezio's generation, when he started coming around, you would hear like an NPC say something like, "He must be in a hurry. She must be pretty." Finding that Ezio's just rushing to try and get to a girl, which I thought was hilarious.
A delivery will arrive at the plantation. A perfect cover. Hide in a wagon and follow the cart to discover the location without being seen.
Guess we're digging to the rooftops. So far, I don't really mind the disguise mechanic. From what I played from it, it doesn't really seem that bad. I don't really understand why people just hate on this so much. I guess people are quick to criticize anything they don't like, but Oh no. They're going to the city gates. Honestly, I don't really consider this to be that bad of a disguise. It'd be like a, almost like a serf or a peasant disguise, but obviously it's a slave, so I imagine we'll see some racism involved in this disguise, but I don't know. Honestly, I really hate slavery when or racism used in general in games. In fact, as a writer, I often find it just very uncomfortable for me to write racist characters. I've done it a couple of times. It's very uncomfortable to me. Okay. So far, so good. I do see like triangles. They are suspicious of me.
Who are you? How did you get past the guards? We have plenty of trouble here already. Don't need no more.
I'm Aveline, a friend. Slaves have been reported escaped, but none has yet reached any safe house. My contacts fear the worst.
If you're a spy, Aveline, you won't find no cause for persecution here. My brothers have vanished, then my aunt. Today, my youngest sister, Therese. They ain't escaped, as you say. They're taken. Besides, Therese would never survive on her own.
I'll find her. If any have trodden through these fields, they must have left tracks.
Thank God for free running. So far, this game has just been really enjoyable to me. I've not really seen, have not really understood the criticism that people have this game so far. Okay, let's go see this barn.
Don't be afraid, Therese. I'm a friend. Who did this? Your master?
No. This son.
Oh, please help. Be strong. I'll get you to safety.
You'll pay for this. Guards! Hurry! We've got rats in the barn.
There we go.
This nightmare! I can't take no more! His terror is over, Therese. Stay with me. We must hurry.
So far, so good. Honestly, the combat seems like any other Assassin's Creed combat. Apart from the RPG series, I guess.
Evelyn, my daughter, wandering alone at dawn. Where have you been?
After the nightmare, I went to take air. Dear stepmother, I'm grown now. You needn't worry for my safety.
You underestimate the dangers of the world. If not your safety, then to your reputation. Why must you be so headstrong? I wish you would...
In truth, Madeleine, I'm in need of your assistance. I'm afraid it's urgent.
What now?
While walking, I was startled by cries of distress. Following them, I discovered a woman, a slave, badly wounded.
Where is she? I will send help.
She awaits in a wagon outside in the street.
Evelyn!
Don't be cross. I knew you'd know the thing to do. I couldn't risk leaving her to perish, or worse.
Or worse! You have already sentenced her to persecution by your very impulsiveness. Very well. I will not turn my back now, not that you have left me much choice. I will see that she is treated in utmost discretion.
Thank you, Madeleine.
In the meantime, hurry to town and fetch her new traveling clothes. Go quickly. We have no time to lose.
Okay, so I was just checking. I was just checking my guide because I know that there are Citizen E things I need to kill. But I was just making sure that
Je me demande d'où elle sort tout son argent.
gets over here. I was just making. Sorry, I'm very easily distracted. I feel like the James Woods thing from Family Guy is a very apt description of myself. The ooh piece of candy, ooh piece of candy, ooh piece of candy. I just get distracted so easily. What I was trying to say was honestly, that's exactly what I'm talking about, where I just get distracted by the game and I forget exactly what I'm trying to say. I'm sure it'll come back to me, but I just completely lost my train of thought. Oh, there are Citizen E things where you need to kill for the true ending, and I am not actually, I need to get to sequence 2 in order to access that.
Mademoiselle.
I'm not gone that yet.
Bonjour, très cher.
That's how people greet you in this game.
Que se passe-t-il?
Something tells me because of the fact that there are slaves. Obviously they're slaves. Just the fact that there are mongers that will attack you when you're in a lady persona makes me think that I will be attacked. Hopefully there will be like a counter thing for that. What is that icon? The reason why I am walking slow is because I don't want to get notoriety. And also I feel like that my movement will be very restricted. But I don't want to get too far ahead of this character.
Aveline, late to lunch and looking ashen again. I fear you are not resting enough.
Oh, Papa. I'll take my rest when this life is exhausted.
You will hasten that end at this rate. I do fear you are more like your father than his feet for a lady. A chip of the same block. In passing, Monsieur Blanc requests your assistance at the warehouse. I dare say he has work to offer.
Is that all he has to offer? I should think for all his attention, he would request your hand.
All the same, it's the work that interests me.
Philippe.
Oh, dear me. By the turn of this conversation, it would appear I have lingered too long at this table. If you'll excuse me.
Good day, Papa.
There, he is gone. I can tell you now, Aveline. I have taken care of everything. Your friend will be safe. If you have any more womanly problems, do not hesitate to see me.
Since the disappearance of her mother, Evelyn has been raised by Madeline de Lisle. With the realization that they shared similar views on slavery, the bond between the two women grows stronger. Oh, finally. Okay. Have open world again? I actually want to take a look at something. Hold on. Okay, so I think I just... Not in a mission. Oh, here it is, DNA. So I've just completed a safe house. Okay. The next one does have a 100% requirement. I will be doing that a little bit later. For now, I do want to check to see what that thing is that I saw.
Oh, bonjour.
I'm going the complete wrong direction, aren't I? I guess we can check to see, I think... I actually don't know where I am. I want to see how much money these things are cost. These resting chambers. Guess we can't access that yet. Yeah, we can't buy that yet. Okay, well, I do want to try and find that guy I saw with the heart icon above his head, but I don't know. think it's there. Because I think that's a unique thing for the lady persona of Evelyn. Oh, I'm in a complete wrong direction. I'm at the warehouse. Where's Evelyn's manor? I don't know where her house is. This it? Yeah, this is it. Okay. So where I actually need to go is... This is it, right? I don't know. I don't know where that person was. It's not marked on the map. I'm gonna set a waypoint for here and hope that's correct. The problem is with that is, it looked like... Here it is. What's this? Oh, it's a charm icon. Okay, then that's not something that I really care to do. Now that I know what it is, let's do this next main mission.
Second time this month. Customer relations are strained enough without shipments disappearing.
Your frustration is understandable, monsieur. In your position, I should demand a full investigation. Please, let me look into it. I will go talk to Monsieur de Saint-Maxent at once.
Most grateful, Monsieur Blanc. At least I know I can always rely on you.
God, he turned around fast. Okay, another telling mission. Kind of staple for Assassin's Creed. Oh god. Why do you turn around so fast?
My boy, the cargo was stolen from this very ship. I have no more means of retrieving it than you do.
Oui, monsieur. That is indeed troubling. Well, what would you suggest, then?
I know this much. The devil had that gall to impersonate my dress and my signature. Can you imagine?
No, monsieur. Imagination has never been my, strong suit. If it's not too much trouble, may I look at your books?
My books? I'd interrogate the captain. If this crew takes bribes, I'd wager he's no less corruptible.
Bribe the ship's guards.
You don't want to know how I'll spend these.
Are you the captain of this ship?
Si. Capitan Carlos Dominguez, at your service.
May we speak in private, Capitan?
Who am I to refuse such a comely creature?
Homely?
Come.
Is that an insult?
Would you be so kind as to tell me what happened with Monsieur de Saint-Maxent's shipment?
Why would you want to know? Bah! Don't you worry, my little Angel. The cargo found its way to the intended recipient. Let me pour you a cup. I dare you to tell me this isn't the best Madeira wine that ever graced your heavenly lips.
If you insist, Capitan.
I do. You will not find a better vintage in all of the New World.
I'm intrigued. Truly.
And she's gone.
They hid the goods in 2 warehouses.
Eh bien, regardez-moi ces jolis habits.
Hey, full sync. Yeah. I'm just keep on looking at the map as far as I can see something new. Oh god, my ears itchy. We have not seen anything new. I think we're still too early in the game for any new thing to come up. Alright, let's continue the main mission.
Excusez-moi, madame.
Okay.
Excusez-moi, madame.
Okay, that was easy. You can still see that guy convulsing on the floor. That's funny. Then we have a smuggler. I wonder, because we still have not run into a mugger. I wonder if the smuggler is the mugger. Give Maxent the good news. Will do. Another charm guy. That's probably. I think that's a guy I saw. Maybe I don't know. I think it's actually somewhere else though.
I am terribly grateful for your assistance, Mademoiselle de Grandpré. But how did you ever... Never mind. Just please, tell your father to expect a considerable discount for his trouble.
All right. So we are currently an hour and approximately 30 minutes in. We're gonna keep going with the story. Give me 1 second. There are no mission constraints for this next mission, so let's go ahead and do it.
You may put your mind at ease, monsieur. The cargo will be delivered on time.
I dare say thanks are owed to Saint Nicolas.
Or perhaps a guardian angel, monsieur.
Ah, Aveline. I'm sure it is not your old father's company that draws you here. I will leave you both to your private business.
Aveline, the documents you found aboard the Rat Captain's ship. I recognize the name. Rafael Joaquin de Ferrer, a known enemy. I don't know what his business is here, but we can be sure it's more than a simple larceny.
How can I help?
One of Agate's servant contacts tells us that he will attend a social soiree at the governor's mansion this evening.
I'll have my best dress ready. Or my worst. Fear not, Gerald. I'll uncover his true purpose.
In the meantime, may I suggest that you, familiarize yourself with the governor's mansion? Perhaps discover a discreet way to enter?
Don't worry, Gerald. I will prepare well.
One more thing. There is a small, house for sale near the governor's mansion. It would be ideal for a dressing chamber. If you wouldn't mind buying it.
Your wish is my command, Monsieur Blanc.
So maybe dressing chambers will be unlocked as part of the main story? Yeah, looks like it. Or maybe these will all be unlocked after this mission.
Bonjour, madame.
I will say I've been enjoying this game so far. It's actually a really solid entry in the Assassin's Creed franchise, in my opinion. I don't really understand why people just don't really give it so much criticism, I guess. Because so far it's been very enjoyable to me.
Oh, bonjour.
Hey, achievement! My first dressing chamber. I'm trying to avoid, because I know as soon as I get close to these guards I will be detected, so I'm trying to avoid being detected. keep walking. Okay, so far so good. I think when I think he's turning around, I'm gonna wait to for him to keep moving. I think when I climb it raises my notoriety, I'm not sure though.
Remember, we need these goods delivered to the south entrance just after sunset. Here, this will grant you access to the kitchen. Salutations.
That was like by far the most sketchy pickpocket animation ever. Really? So actually, now that we have access to pickpocket, there's something we could get. Pickpocket 5,000 ECU. So let's try and get this done. Wait, this actually might go pretty fast. Okay. And another one. I guess it kind of is interesting you can pickpocket multiple things. Instead of just one. So we got 1,000. Oh my god, ladies are rich. Ladies are loaded. Just cut 500 for one pickpocket. I also like how we seem to have like we continue to follow these people that we pickpocket. And we're almost at 2,000. So far, so good. We are very close to 2,000. Monks seem to be loaded too. I think that was a monk. Possibly. Let's actually go this way. Okay, now we're at 2,000. We need 3,000 more for an achievement.
Oh! Garde! Garde!
Hey! Honestly, this pickpocketing thing might be the best. Might be the best pickpocketing mechanic in pickpocketing variation in Assassin's Creed. But oftentimes you can pickpocket again to get like materials, like in the case of Assassin's Creed 3. But you needed to do the whole cycle of pickpocketing again in order for you to be able to do that. The problem is with that is it kind of makes it a little bit harder, but this time you actually pickpocket in succession. And actually seems to take less time than if you were to pickpocket in Assassin's Creed 3. Which I absolutely like. I love that a lot.
Whoa!
Something else I will say, so far my first impressions of this game is mostly positive. I do like the disguise mechanic. I think it's like a interesting thing. I like the character Evelyn. And I like the, from what I played the story, I like the story so far. I've not, like, done any of the, side missions yet. I'm not done, I've barely even touched the, collectibles. But from what I've played so far, this is actually a really good game. I don't really understand the criticism that people have with it yet. Yeah, it seems like that the notoriety goes up when you, the notoriety goes up when you, platform. Guy was also pretty rich, got like 500 gross from that. Now just need 2,000 more. I probably already had the ability to pickpocket because I think it's actually a staple for slaves. I do seem like a good opportunity nonetheless. Okay.
Garde! Garde! Au voleur!
I was trying to get behind that person and pickpocket him, but he was behaving very erratically. Let's do that again. Yeah, it's got to be platforming that raised my notoriety. I don't seem to be raising it when I'm
Ils ont
doing
dit que j'allais
anything
finalement
else.
succomber à ses avances, mais ils m'avaient forcé.
Okay, we just need 1,500 more and we should get the achievement. I have no idea why that guard was running. Why that guy was running. I thought he was a mugger, but my money doesn't seem to have changed. By the way, 1,000 more. My money doesn't seem to have changed, and usually it says muggers is really only go after you when you're the lady. I don't know why that guy was running.
Oh non, mes dernières pièces!
Okay. Let's need about 800 more.
Comment peut-on oser voler?
Okay, what's next? Where's our next marquee?
Mes yeux doivent me jouer des tours.
Thank God there's no beggars in this game. That's one thing I hated in previous Assassin's Creed games. Like beggars and urchins, I guess in the case of Assassin's Creed 3. God, those characters are so annoying. Those characters are very annoying, just harassing you. What made it even worse is the beggars in Assassin's Creed 1 were especially annoying. Because you don't have the throw coins thing to disperse them. So the only way you could get rid of them is either running through them, which could ruin your stealth, or punching them, which could ruin your stealth. So they're really just an obstacle. And there's one thing that I also don't like about Assassin's Creed 1 is the I don't know what these guys are called, because I think they're the people that were essentially lobotomized as part of the story. And they would just go around just muttering just complete unintelligible nonsense. If you get close to them, they just shove you, which can completely ruin your stealth. And it's one thing that I just absolutely do not like about Assassin's Creed 1 is it pioneered the stealth mechanics of Assassin's Creed games, but at the same time, there's many different factors that make stealth really hard or annoying to accomplish. One thing I will say this up and down. This is just completely agreed upon among every single Assassin's Creed fan you will come across, but Assassin's Creed 2 in some ways has revolutionized Assassin's Creed with the fact that they improved upon so much in comparison to Assassin's Creed 1, and I feel like people are more inclined to be more sympathetic to Ezio than they are to Altair, because we're actually able to see Ezio from the beginning. And we get to see him on his journey, whereas Altair, we essentially see him not really towards the end of his journey, but after he has already essentially become a great assassin. But it's just, in some ways, like, a lot of the problems that existed with Assassin's Creed 1 was improved in the sequels, was remedied in the sequels. Okay, we are almost done. That's one thing I absolutely love, appreciate about Assassin's Creed 2. Assassin's Creed 2 is maybe the game that I've 100% the most. 100% Assassin's Creed 2 like 4 or 5 times. And I've 100% Assassin's Creed 1 3 times. But for that reason, I also kind of consider Assassin's Creed 1 and Assassin's Creed 2, despite me having complaints about that, they do have a special place in my heart as entries in the Assassin's Creed franchise. And I think we just need, excuse me, a little bit more.
Mon père a essayé de me maintenir à l'écart, mais je ne suis pas...
As soon as we get this achievement, I think I may end up in a live stream or just about done for time. Give me my achievement. Give me my achievement.
L'indépendance de la raison. Je donnerai tout ça pour pouvoir descendre de ce balcon
Come on, I gotta be close. Where's my achievement? I've definitely gotten over 5,000 currency now. It's buggy. I'll keep going until I get to 46,000. If I do not have it, then I know it's a bit bugged. There we go. Pickpocketed 5,000 ECU. Is that European credit unit? Alright, so that's actually gonna do it for this first stream. We have streamed for about 2 hours. I'm actually gonna end things off right here. If you are remotely interested in what you see today, all the games I cover on my channel will be for 100% completion. I will be streaming Assassin's Creed Liberation yet again next, wow, I'm already 10%. I will be covering Assassin's Creed. I'll be playing Assassin's Creed Liberation yet again next Sunday, 1 p.m. to 4 Pacific Standard Time. I will be streaming Skyrim for 100% completion on Fridays, 1 p.m. to 4 Pacific Standard Time, and I will be streaming Far Cry 3 for 100% completion on Saturdays, 1 p.m. to 4 Pacific Standard Time. Typically, I stream for 1 p.m. to 4, but because I do have some work I need to get started on, I will be ending it off just a little bit early. Really do apologize for that, but I am a college student, so I do still need to work on assignments. So I will end things off right here. Thank you guys for watching. See you later.